Hi everybody, it's Tracy from Downward Dog Rising. I'm going to give you a little core workout. So I'm going to start with a modified plank. So if you have a few minutes, join me and let's begin. You just need a mat. So let's work our core, strengthen our shoulder girdle. Ready to go? So we're going to come down to our forearms. Make sure that you don't hike your shoulders towards ears, very important. Otherwise, shoulders and neck are gonna hurt later. You don't want that. So we're gonna come onto our mat. Your forearms are gonna go right down against the mat. Abdominals lift into your back. Curl your toes under. Walk your legs out long. Careful not to have the back arch. Drop the pelvis. And I want you to hold here. Long line. Think of narrowing your two hip points together. Hold here. So your abdominals keep lifting into your low back. Front ribs meet back ribs. So you're just going to hold. Okay, we're going to start to tap each knee to the mat. Inhale without losing that neutral spine. Exhale. 9. Narrow your two hip points together. 8, 7, 6. Keep pelvis steady. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Slowly come down. Relax tops of feet onto your mat. Place your forearms directly under your shoulders. So we're going to do a little low cobra into a higher one. So we'll go into seal from a cobra. So press your hip points into the mat. Shoulders drop away from ears. Collarbones are wide. So you're going to feel your abdominals stretch right now. And just breathe into the stretch. Bhujangasana. So it's like a suspension bridge. Collarbones widen across the shoulders and chest. There's a connection under the armpits, at the top of the ribs, wrapping under each shoulder blade. Hip points into mat, pubic bone into mat. And we're just breathing gently into the stretch. You could either stay here, and if you want to increase it, just make sure you don't hike shoulders towards ears or compress the low back. Compression of the low back would be down in here. You would extend. A good rule of thumb, when your elbows are directly under your shoulders, you would just take the arms and extend out that way. For seal, sort of strengthening our back muscles. Relax sides of neck, remain shoulders, relax down away from ears. Breathing in and breathing out for seal. So you shouldn't feel any tightness or compression in the low part of the back. Neck relaxed, shoulders out of ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Those triceps are working too. We're just trying to undo sitting at a computer all day. So it'll feel good. Take another deep inhale here, another deep exhale. And then we're just going to softly release the muscles by bending our arms, relaxing our forehead on backs of hands, and just allowing the pelvis to sink deeper into the mat. Just for a little active stretch, letting the hips settle into the mat for a moment. Stay here for a second. You can rock hips side to side. Feel like the two hip points narrow in front and the back of the pelvis widens. Okay, take your hands under your shoulders. Shoulders are away from your ears. Press up to hands and knees. Okay, I want you to turn sideways. You're going to align your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, and then we're going to go into a side plank. So be careful you don't roll your shoulder. Lengthen sides of neck. Keep collarbones open. And then I'm going to have you just take your arms straight up. Looks like this. You don't want to go high. You're just going to keep alignment with your shoulder. And I want you to feel like your ribs can integrate together in front. And you're going to walk your feet out. Stack ankles. Keep lifting the front ribs to the back ribs. Like pull them together. Shoulder away from ear. Keep the sides of your neck long. And stay here and breathe. Just work on your alignment. Bottom hip lifts off mat. Bottom ribs lift off mat. Open your chest. Collarbones wide. Just going to stay here for a second and breathe. I want your obliques to get stronger. And your shoulder and your rotator cuff, your shoulder girdle. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, we're going to come onto all fours. Hands shoulder width apart. Careful not to dip your pelvis. Keep the back long. Now think armpits to palms. Shoulders out of ears. Your breastbone lifts slightly to get the energy out of the wrist. We don't want to collapse into our wrists and have it hurt the joint. Think of a suspension bridge. The energy lifts the breastbone away from the mat, goes under each blade, clasp mid upper back, and then the energy goes up the spine, down through the legs. Core is strong, hip points come closer together. We're going to rock forward, tighten core to spine, keep low back long, front ribs meet back ribs. 7, just transfer your weight. 6, 5, and 4. Fingers are wide apart on the mat. 4, feel that connection under each shoulder blade. 3, spine is long, core lifts into low back. 2, good, last one. Now we're going to turn face the other way. So you're just going to turn face away from me. I'm going to turn and face you. Align, wrist, elbow, shoulder. You want to open your collarbones again. Open your chest. Slide both legs straight out. Stack at your ankles, smaller base of support. We want our ribs to integrate. Front ribs meet back ribs. This shoulder's a little hiked. I'm a little tight. Collarbones wide. Lift under those ribs. Lift the bottom hip up. Keep the length on sides of the neck. Chest is open. And just hold here. We want to strengthen our obliques. Chest is open. Front ribs meet back ribs. And just stay here and breathe. Kind of like a desk break from sitting all day, just to get some blood flowing through your body. Stay here and breathe. Lift those bottom ribs. Breathe in for 5, for 4, for 3, 2 more. Good, last one. Gently come down to your mat. Okay, we're going to do a little thread the needle, stretch your shoulders out. Hands and knees. You're gonna take one arm, your two hip points face the mat, open twist from navel or the area between your two blades. Breathe into the sides of those ribs. Inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna rotate, reach under the arm, and you're gonna gently bring your shoulder against the mat. Stretch the side of your neck. Now you're gonna keep your arm sideways in line with your shoulder. As long as it doesn't bother your shoulder and you can keep shoulder out of ear, reach overhead for a deeper stretch. Feel the stretch along here. And just breathe. We want the side of our neck to lengthen. Sitting at a desk makes our upper traps work too hard. It gets our sternocleidomastoid side of neck muscle really tight. Our jaw clenches. Relax your mouth. Relax your lips, your jaw, your facial muscles. Breathe into sides of neck. Inhale, exhale. Just enjoy the stretch. This will be good after sitting at your desk. One more time. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly come up, all fours. Okay, now you're gonna go the other way. Your spine's in neutral. Open, twist, shoulders away from ears. Just want you to breathe into sides of ribs, hip points face down. You're twisting from your navel or the area right between your two shoulder blades. Breathing in, let those ribs laterally expand. Exhale. I'm gonna turn and face you now, but you're gonna go like this. You're gonna bring this arm through, shoulder into mat. Keep shoulder out of ear, stretch arm overhead, and stay here and breathe. I'm just gonna continue facing you. Inhale, the shoulder's gonna drop down and back, and then exhale. Sides and neck lengthen, stay here for a second, breathe. Really breathe into those lateral costal muscles, intercostals, or those muscles between the ribs. If we do shallow breathing, if we tense, we use accessory muscles in the pectorals, in the chest, sides of neck, where we really want to be efficient in our breathing, using our diaphragm, our true respiratory muscle. Much more efficient, and it gets the oxygen and air into the lower lobes of the lungs. We want to learn how to breathe more deeply. One more deep inhale and exhale. Good. Slowly come up to hands and knees. I'm going to have you do a dolphin. Think of lengthening sides and neck, shoulders away from ears. Again, forearms onto mat. Think of those shoulder blades wide apart so they don't pinch together. You're gonna curl your toes underneath you, drop your pelvis so you have a long line, so your shoulders and your hips are in alignment. What I want you to do here, think of your two sides of your ribs wrapping around you, breathing in the center under the front of the rib cage where that diaphragm respiratory muscle is. You're gonna go straight up now. You're gonna go up into your dolphin, and then you're gonna come straight back down. Inhale as you lengthen your spine, then I want you to go. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, stretch that spine long, scoop core. Exhale, look towards knees, lengthen neck. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale. 7, keep that length in your spine. Your abdominals keep lifting. 6. Ribs come together in front. 5. And then 4. Integrate those ribs together. 3. 2 more. One more time. Collarbones wide in front. From here, bring your knees down, come into downward dog. Sit back, hips over heels. Your hips can touch heels if they can get back that far. I'm still protecting one knee. I've gotten a lot more range. Inhale, exhale. You can let your forehead rest on the mat if you like. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Feel like your sternum, your breastbone lengthens forward. Breathe into that low back area. One more deep inhale, one more deep exhale. Gently walk hands, feet forward and through. We have one last thing to do. We're going to come down onto our mat. Shoulders pull down, back, away from ears. Let those collarbones open wide. Feet are going to be hip width apart, middle and knees over second toes. Scoop in. We're going to do a bridge straight up into the air. Feel those ribs integrate together. Hips to sky. Feel gluteals working. You're going to take those shoulders down and back, away from the ears. No weight in neck. If you can, clasp hands together under your low back. Keep pressing hips to sky. Collarbones wide in front. No weight in neck. Weight is through shoulder girdle. Keep chest open. Open chest to sky. Stay here. Breathe for a moment. Careful not to lose the knees. We don't want our knees to splay out sideways. Pull those knees in line with the hip sockets. Those legs are active, actively working. Inflate air into back and sides of ribs. And then take a few more breaths here. Press hips, bones to sky. Think of a string lifting breastbone to sky to really open collarbones wide, spreading your shoulder blades wide apart across the back. Spine's in neutral, no arch and no back. We're going to unclasp our hands. We're going to inhale. Start to reach your arms overhead a little bit. I want you to really work on integrating the front of your ribs down together in front. No weight in neck. We're going to articulate our spine down to the mat. So you're going to slowly pull those ribs forward. You don't want to pop our rib cage. You're going to inhale. Really lengthen and feel your spine start to go down into the mat under you. Stretch long. Nice and slow. Allowing that lumbar, low back area, tailbone, sacrum. Arms come down by sides. Draw the knees in. You can reach under knees if you don't want to put pressure on the knee joint. Or you could hug it in towards you. Inhale. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Go into a little Shavasana. Relax your arms, your legs, chest is open. Just sink into Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. Release any tension in your body, just let it go. You don't have to do anything, just breathe. Relax. Just sink deeper into the mat. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Bring your awareness back. Slowly we're going to turn. We're going to press up to a seated position. And that was our workout for today. So come into Sukhasana, easy pose. Thanks for joining me today. Relax those shoulders, feel those collarbones open wide. Just breathing in. Exhale, palms come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. So give thanks, feeling grateful for a little stretch. little ab workout, and a little desk break for the day. So thanks for joining. Peace. See you soon. Take care. Bye.